Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This could be a long ramble, so I'd suggest if you're going to subscribe, do it now, just so, as Gamer Muscle says, you can unsubscribe at the end of it. Like the video, hopefully, most of you won't, and comment. I want to know what you think about this. Assetto Corsa Evo has finally dropped its new content. I was quite excited. Notice I said was. Gamer Muscle and I seem to agree on something. He agrees that Kunos are probably disappointed with what they released at the beginning. I'll tell you what my thoughts are of that later, but it seems to be that there is a reason why they took back on Stefano Casillo to finish the game, maybe? Now, I will just add one thing before you watch this video. I have deliberately not watched any of the reviews from any of the top sim racing YouTubers, the likes of Gamer Muscle, Jimmy Broadbent, Dave Cam, any of those. I have not watched any of them. So this is my view, fresh, without looking at that. Since January, when it was launched, I can probably count on one hand how many times I've opened Assetto Corsa Evo just to have a check. I did 2 days ago, just to see what it was like still. I still had the frame rate drops. The AI was still rubbish. It was like the original Assetto Corsa, and it wasn't enjoyable. That's all I can say. There are some good points. The graphics overall are really good. The car feel overall is pretty good. But before you all start saying to me it's early access, is it really early access if it doesn't work? Let's get into the game and have a look. But wait, what do we have here? Bottom right, version 0.2. 7 new cars, Donington Park, Circuit Americas, open mode. We have open mode and career mode, single player and custom race weekend, replay tools, AI opponents step 1. Let's see if that's changed. VR support, not interested. Triple screen, not interested. Let's see what's changed, shall we? Continue. Oh, it's changed. I can produce XP points while playing and gain virtual credits and face Driving Academy challenges to unlock vehicle groups. Or I can go to open mode. Instant access to all vehicles. There's no XPs or virtual credits or progress tracking. Okay. So, what cars do we have? What's new? A new Alpha, the GTA. Oh, we got a 75 Turbo Evoluzione. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm more interested in that, to be fair. What else we got? We got anything in our baths? No, that's the same. Oh, no. Audis? No. They're still the same. Chevrolet, Ferrari, Honda. Honda? S2000. Ford. Still the Escort. Yeah, nothing new. Lamborghini, Lancia, Lotus. We've got an Amira. Yeah, that's the same. Still got a Maserati. So you got a hunt for the new cars. Well, we got the Mazda Cup car. I don't know if we had that before. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've really looked at this game. That will be fun. The Bad Boys car. 2 versions available. Okay, so I do know where the cars are. There is a Honda NSX as well. There's a few other bits and pieces. And we've got a couple of tracks. We've got Donington and we've got Circuit Americas. Donington is a track I really like. Yeah, I'll be playing on that at some point, I hope. But one thing that I remembered from when I played Assetto Corsa Evo before is in the wet, you have a spin and immediately your tyres overheat. Let's see if it still does that. There is reasoning for my madness with this. Okay, stability control still on. Okay, the tyres still do get hot. Not quite as bad. But a little spin like that at low speed would not do that. Don't care what you say. Okay, so traction is still on. To an extent. Okay, the rev count has changed his colour now, which is nice. Now what I really want to look at, and I'm going to induce a spin here. Okay, tyres still do get hot. I don't care what you say, in a slow speed spin like that, they wouldn't get that hot. So yes, the tyres do still get overly hot in a spin in the wet. I know this is a silly thing, and I know most people won't notice it, and I know people are going to argue with me that yes, they will still get hot. Not that hot, not that quickly. If you start spinning them up, then yes, you will, but just a slide like that is not going to get them that hot in cold, wet conditions. My view, you can choose to disagree with it if you like. I'm sure some of you will, but my experience, you may have different. Who knows? So, what else do we notice? The rev count has changed. I like that, the way it changes colour, that's nice. Also, we've got a relative as well, which I noticed when I had to go a couple of days ago. There's no relative lap time up there. Now we have that, so that's great. So that's an improvement. Thank you, Kunos. Let's go and play with one of the cars that's a little bit fun. Okay, it's all right, we're going in yellow. Right, we're going to do this. We're going to do it in the dry, just because it'd be silly otherwise. And just drive it for a bit of fun. Just to see what I think. Now this got a drive through already. I have driven one of these. Okay, still feels slow. It's Larry. Yeah, it. It feels a bit detached. That's good. Yeah, it feels a little bit detached. I like the dashboard. That looks good. These were never the easiest car to drive fast anyway. I'm not a 911 expert by any standards. Yeah, the way it goes from over to understeer is really strange. It's almost like driving on ice. But quite fun. Yeah, it's really odd handling. Could be me. Yeah, it's really difficult to hold it in a slide. Right. So I want to have a look and see what the replay's like. Yeah, it goes over to understeer, which that's just weird. Yeah, that's about right. That I would expect, so I'll let go of throttle too much. So, what do I think about Assetto Corsa Evo now? Well, you're just going to have to watch the rest of this video, aren't you? Let's have a look and see what the replay's like now. It looks nice. Hey, it looks really nice. Actually, that looks really good. Better than before. Okay, so the replay actually looks quite nice. Like that. You can see the wheel twirling on the inside. Oh, that looks nice. Just feels weird, the handling, the way it goes from over to understeer like that. Yeah, I'm playing about, to be fair, and the problem I'm finding is you don't get a good sense of a feeling of how fast the car's going. So it's difficult to work out what it's doing into a corner. I've got to say that the Porsche is quite a lot of fun. I think actually the oversteering to understeer is my fault. Oh look, that looks like I almost know what I'm doing, but it's slow speed. Could do some smoke. That would be nice. But a replay and sliding around an old Porsche does not make a sim. Though it does look really nice. And I've not seen any frame rate skips so far. Okay, so overall, cars feel good. Graphics have improved. We haven't got the skips like we did before. The replay mode has got better. Replay mode's really good, and you can play about with it. And I haven't worked out how to take photos yet. I'm having to do screenshots, but you can move the camera around, and it looks really cool. It's going to be great for headers on YouTube. But that doesn't make a sim, as far as I'm concerned. And I said it in the video already, but it doesn't make a sim. That's just a replay. Let's have a look at the next bit. Let's go to career mode. Mode selection. What's career mode? You need to unlock your licenses. I've done this. Now, Academy, licenses. You are kidding me. So now we have to do the licenses all over again. So remember that video that I said was pointless about doing all the licenses? Seems I've got to do it again. Deep joy. Okay, let's go into a race. Let's see what a race looks like, because AI is now at step 1. It should be better than last time, right? Let's have a go with the Alpha, just for a giggle. We'll do a couple of laps, confirm. Right, back. We'll do Donington. Let's do a drive. Let's see what the Alpha's like. I'd like the red lights at the top. Yeah, normal AI. But I'm not getting the frame skips, that's one thing. Normal AI, turning left and right, braking out of corners. They're all over the place. The AI is no better than it was before. Okay, that was fun just because I managed to hold it. Dirt all over the tyres, like that. Wasn't really realistic with the way it wore off, but what's going on in the car 3 ahead? Seriously, what is going on? Okay, I'm just driving around watching at the moment. The AI is ridiculous. What? We've worked on the AI. He's hitting the brakes. They're running at 100%. I'm 5th by the end of that one. Why are you dabbing the brakes on the way out the corner? Kunos, seriously. So you can't race this online. The AI is rubbish. I hate to add, I'm just throwing this about to have fun. I'm not actually trying to get past this car. If I hit him, I bet he hits the brake. Oh, he's going to hit the brakes anyway. The Alpha's fun to drive. It's underpowered, but then the real thing is, someone was in the pits. Who stopped? That is right. You're telling me that you fixed AI. They've all stopped. Or AI 0.1, whatever you want to call it. Kunos, seriously. So I've slowed right down. The car in second place is not overtaking me. I move over. Kunos, you're wasting my time. Watch. Kunos, you are wasting my time. Absolutely wasting my time. Which is where I'm going to come to with this video. Look. See? They stopped. And so have I. And yet, that's where I stopped. I couldn't do it anymore. Yes, I feel that it's a waste of time. Why do I think that? The original Assetto Corsa came out in 2014 at the end of, and they've had plenty of time to start developing Evo. If you look at how cars are developed, they're developing the next model car as the first car comes out. They haven't done that with this, clearly, because they've released this at the beginning of the year as an early access, and a lot of people have disagreed with me on this and said, well, you knew it was early access. Yes, I know it's early access, but it doesn't work. You can't use it for anything. You can't race a single player without the AI being stupid. Where's the fun in that? You can't have online yet because it's not available yet. The graphics are amazing. The cars are great. The tracks are great. But you can't have a sim if you can't race it. Now, sim racing is a hobby for a lot of us. For some of us, it's a business. Me, it's a hobby. I don't get a lot of time to do this. And I concentrate on racing cars where I can race against other people online and have some fun. I got this as an early access because I thought I do like racing AI now and again, and that can be fun too, but it's not on this. When you're sim racing, you're investing. You're investing two things. One, you're investing in money into buying the sim in the first place and the equipment that goes with it. And two, you're also investing your time into improving and getting better at racing, whether it's online or whether it's against AI. At the moment, investing time in Assetto Corsa Evo is a waste of time. I can pretty much guarantee that most of the people who are watching this at the moment who've got it are not going on Assetto Corsa Evo every day and racing AI and trying to get their XP points, because there's no point. There really is no point to it at the moment. I'm not saying that in time it will develop into the game that we all expect it to be with online racing, and then you can get on the servers and then people organise races and we'll have a great time, because the way the cars handle, the way the tracks look, everything like that is great. A couple of little issues with the tyre module, but that's irrelevant. That's just my thoughts. It will eventually get there. Early access. There is a difference between early access and beta, which is pretty much what this is. It's beta because it's not fully developed into the game that it's supposed to be. They're adding things, but they're not fixing the fundamental issues as far as I can see. Now, it sounds like I'm hating on Kunos, the developers. I'm not. Assetto Corsa, I love. Assetto Corsa Competizione, I love. This is not there yet. They should have waited. They'd already waited 11 years. Another year wouldn't have mattered before they then bring this out. Now, each sim that we play is different, whether it be the Assetto Corsas, whether it be Automobilista 2, whether it be WRC, whether it be iRacing, any of those, they're all different and they all do slightly different things, and it's finding the right sim that works for you to invest that time in. In a year's time, hopefully, when this is finished, yes, that will be the time to invest in it. But if you've paid for something 12 months before and it doesn't work, that doesn't really seem right to me, is the honest thing. Again, you can complain all you like and say you knew it was early access. That's what everyone keeps saying. But it doesn't work. And it's a waste of time. I really, really struggled to find anything good to say about this other than the graphics are good, the cars handle well, they fixed the skipping of the frame rates mostly, and the replay is good, but the racing isn't. Now, I did watch an interesting video the other day that said people will only send stuff to you to review if you say nice things about it. That's very true. That's why people don't send me stuff to review. Although Fuso did when he sent me his TCR car, and it was great because he's got a good product. If people have got good products, then they'll send it out. This, we've all been put into a position where we were really excited for it. We bought it, knowing it was early access, but that's the product they produce. And I think, to be honest, Kunos are probably disappointed with it as well. Hence why I said at the beginning they brought Stefano back on board to hopefully sort these issues out quickly, and the quicker the better. In the meantime, let's keep sim racing on the platforms that we enjoy. Assetto Corsa has still got a lot of life left in it, thanks to the modders and other creators that are putting tracks on there and different cars, and they're doing an amazing job. Whether that will happen with this, I don't know, because it didn't happen with Competizione. I think Kunos closed it off a bit because they didn't want that freedom of people. But I think, to be honest, if they hadn't, Assetto Corsa would have died a long time ago, and Competizione probably wouldn't have held out as long as it has before LMU has started to take over. As always, these are just my thoughts as a consumer and as a sim racer. You might have completely different thoughts, but don't go flaming me unless you've tried it. Hopefully you enjoyed the ramblings of an old man today, and I'll see you on track.